Hello, global math student of YouTube. Today, I want to do a short video on graphing linear equations because in my developmental classes at both a private university in the San Francisco Bay Area and in community college that I taught before, I noticed that a lot of students in these classes, they have trouble with graphing this equation y equal to mx plus b. As a quick review, in this equation, m stands for slope or steepness, and b means y-intercept. Let me illustrate with some examples. Graph y equal to minus 5x minus 1. So I have sketched a simple coordinate system or Cartesian plane. Minus 1 here is the y-intercept. So I simply label minus 1 on the vertical axis, so minus 1 here. Each piece here on the grid is 1 unit, so the minus 1, minus 2, and so on. So on the horizontal axis is 1, 2, 3, on the left is minus 1, minus 2, and so on. So minus 1, I mark it on the vertical axis, minus, so below the origin. And the minus 5 means minus 5 over 1. So I may go down 5 units from the y-intercept, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and move to the right by 1. And minus 5 over 1 the same as 5 over minus 1. So a lot of developmental students are not used to this notation. It's interchangeable. Minus 5 over 1 the same as 5 over minus 1. So be aware of that. So I may go up from my y-intercept. From minus 1 here, I may go up 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move to the left by 1. I may keep going. I can keep going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, move to the left by 1. As you can see, you see the pattern now. I now have 3 points, so I may connect all 3 dots to get my straight line. So as you can see, now I have y equal minus 5x minus 1. Look at the graph here. It's going downhill from left to right. To interpret the graph from left to right, it's going down. It's like downhill ski. You're going downward. So whenever the slope is negative, you have this orientation from left to right, the straight line just going down. Next, let's look at a different situation. On the next page, I have y equal to 2x minus 3. Let's try to sketch it. Notice that in this case, the slope here is positive 2x. It's different from the previous example, it's minus 5x. So like before, I mark the y-intercept, in this case is here on the vertical axis, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 here. The slope here is positive, or 2 over 1. So from the y-intercept, I go up 2, 1, 2, move to the right by 1, go up 2 again, 1, 2, move to the right by 1. And because 2 over 1 the same as minus 2 over minus 1, I may go down. From the y-intercept minus 3, I may go down 2 units, move to the left by 1, and so on. Go down 2 units, move to the left by 1, and so on. So now you have 4 points. That's more than enough to connect all the dots. As you can see, if you connect all the dots, you have a rough sketch of y equal to 2x minus 3. Pay attention to the orientation of this straight line. From left to right, the line goes up. So in this case, like going uphill, like take a hike, literally. From left to right, you climb, you go uphill, because in this situation, the slope is positive. Next, on my next example, let's look at y equal to minus 2x. This is somewhat a special case, because the y-intercept here is 0. Usually, we don't write the 0, it's understood. So you have y equal to just minus 2x. So the y-intercept here is just at the origin. And minus 2 is the same as minus 2 over 1. So I may go down 2 units from the origin, 1, 2, move to the left by 1, go down 2, move to the left by 1, and so on. Or you may interpret minus 2 over 1 as 2, positive 2 over minus 1. So from the origin, you may go up 2 units, 1, 2, move to the right by 1, go up 2, move to the right by 1, and so on. Now you have 5 points. You may connect all the dots now. You connect all the points, you have a rough sketch of this line y equal to minus 2x. As I said before, it's minus 2x plus 0, meaning that the y-intercept is 0. Alright, so you can play with these equations a lot. So for example, going back to my previous example, y equals 2x minus 3. A typical exam question or homework question is they may ask you for the y-intercept. In this case, you can interpret it right away. It's minus 3. They may also ask you for the x-intercept. What do you mean by x-intercept? It's a point where the line crosses the horizontal axis. So in this case, y is 0. If you set y equals 0, so let y equals 0 to get the x-intercept. So you replace y by 0. So you have 2x minus 3 equal to 0. You simply move the minus 3 to the other side. So you have 2x equal to 3, or x equal to 3 over 2. How do you get that? You simply divide both sides by 2. So 3 over 2. As you can see from a rough sketch, about 1.5. So that's the x-intercept, or the 3 over 2 comma 0. The y-intercept, the formal way to express the y-intercept is 0. So let me write it down for you. The y-intercept is 0 comma minus 3. Alright? And the x-intercept is 3 over 2 comma 0. Okay, so I hope these 3 examples help you, because as I said, a lot of my developmental students have problem with the graphing simple linear equation term after term. So I thought I produce some YouTube videos to help you out so that you can watch and re-watch these examples again. You may want to redo this example. Simply write down the example like y equal 2x minus 3 on a clean sheet of paper, and then try to graph it on your own, and then re-watch my video to compare to my solution. Let's try that. It will help you study to master these topics. Okay, I hope it helps. I will stop at this time and see you next time. Bye now. 好啦。